Nizzy, and in this video, you guys, we're going to be breaking down the Raptors' first preseason game heading into the new season here. We're a couple days behind schedule, you guys, just been a little bit busy. Wasn't able to get the video out right after the game happened there on Monday. Outstanding performance all around from the boys. Obviously, we ended up with a bit of a slow start there with the down 21-10 early, but man, did we bounce back big time and just ended up taking over that game and dominating from pretty well start to finish against the Philadelphia 76ers. Loved what I seen from the crew. Right real quick before we start breaking down the game, you guys, if you can go ahead and like this video if you like sporting content like this. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're looking for more sporting content like this in the near future. Been getting a lot of support from you guys, man. I greatly appreciate it. We're going to keep coming out with as much content as possible for you guys. And without further ado, you guys, let's go ahead and start breaking down this game. Final score of 123-107 for the Toronto Raptors. First game back home in TO, man. It's great to see the squad back on their home court for a change. Obviously, it was a rough season last year for all of us Raptors fans as well as the organization. Having to play all our games down in Tampa, having a 72-game away season. So it's nice to see us back on the home court. You could tell they're feeling the vibe, feeling the energy from Scotiabank Arena there, you guys. Just an outstanding performance as well on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, we were just dominating the glass. We out-rebounded them 57-40 on the boards, which is just outstanding. Had 17 more rebounds than them. Same thing with our shooting percentage was a lot better than the Sixers. We held them down quite nicely. They only shot 41% from the field, 23% from the three-point line. So not very good shooting percentages from them, and the Raptors were able to step up to the plate. Had really good ball movement. We had 33 total assists as a team, which is outstanding. Anytime you can break, north of 25 assists in a game for the team as a whole, that's always good news. Means the ball's swinging around, finding the open man more consistently than not. So you got to love that about the squad there, you guys. Unfortunately, we did have 22 turnovers. Obviously, that's a lot of rookie mistakes. Guys like Scottie Barnes, Delano Banton. Just a little bit, riskier passes that, maybe in college you could be slinging those things across court, stuff like that. But not in the NBA, right? The guys are a little bit quicker to the step to be able to get those turnovers. But at the end of the day, we still were able to turn them over 18 times, so the turnover matchup was pretty even. But that's definitely going to be something that we're going to need to clean up come the start of the regular season. You'd like to see that number drop below, 15 for sure per game. Even below 10 would be great, but definitely don't want to see them north of 20 on the turnover ratio. So we'll have to improve on that a little bit, which I expect us to for sure, because like I said, a lot of those turnovers came from the rookies, just not being used to, not being able to fit it in as tight of passing lanes as you can in college, because people in the NBA are just a little bit quicker step getting to the ball. So, but overall, nice performance from the boys. Go through some player stats here, you guys. Precious Achiuwa had a nice game for us. 13 points, 7 rebounds. Also had 2 steals and 2 blocks. This dude was looking phenomenal, I'll be completely honest, man. I was just really impressed with him running the floor. The fact that he can dash the entire floor, being the primary ball handler, basically just runs the whole floor and then lays it in. It's just really impressive. It kind of reminds me of Pascal Siakam when he gets a full head of steam with the basketball and is able to find a lane to drive to the rack for the lay-in or the dunk. I feel like Precious Achiuwa is going to have that same kind of skill set as like a Pascal Siakam style player. He's got a pretty nice jump shot already. I was really impressed with his jump shooting. His three-point stroke isn't that bad either. And he's just an absolute grinder on the defensive side of the ball. Just an energizer bunny out there. He's only 21, 22 years old, right? So I think this is a phenomenal pickup. I know a lot of people were hoping we are going to get Tyler Hero in the offseason instead of Achiuwa. I'm stoked that we got Achiuwa, man. This guy's looking like a bona fide stud. I think he's only going to continue to progress and grow within our system. I think this guy's like an all-star, if not a superstar caliber player, man. I mean, he's outstanding for his age and how little time he's been with the Raptors. I mean, he's just, he's pretty much already almost a double-double machine. 13 and 7. He didn't play like a shit ton of minutes either. I think he had 27 minutes or something like that. So not crazy minutes, but just a nice solid performance all around. Dragic, I think, had 16 or 18 minutes. He gave us 8 points, 1 rebound, as well as a steal and a block. I didn't mind what I seen from Dragic out on the floor. He seemed to have that veteran composure, kind of calming things down on the offensive end, getting guys set up in their play calls, being able to run the pick and roll nicely. So I didn't mind what I seen from Dragic, being able to facilitate the offense with that second unit out there. I thought he did pretty well. Obviously, you love to see that he got a steal and a block. pretty much everyone on the team here was getting steals and blocks on the defensive end, man. It's just, a full team effort on the defensive end of the floor, which you love to see. Van Vliet had a nice performance in the short amount of time he played. I think he only played around 20 minutes or 24 minutes, but he had 8.6 rebounds, 8 assists, as well as 2 steals. So really nice job distributing the basketball from Fred Van Vliet there. That's to be expected. Obviously, the guy's going to have a little more of a playmaking role this season with Kyle Lowry being absent from the team, getting traded down to Miami. So I expect his assist totals to be up there this year. I think he can be that guy averaging 8-9 assists a game for us. He's always been a good playmaker. I expect him to just kind of thrive in that role now, being the main point guard for the team with Kyle Lowry gone. So a nice performance from Van Vliet. OG stepped up big time. 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. He was looking to be the go-to scorer for most of the evening for the Toronto Raptors. I thought he had a really nice performance. You could see he was trying to get into the rhythm, create some of his own shots. He had some nice 3-point shots. Was able to hit a few shots with a little bit of post play, finish around the rack, get to the line a little bit. So I really liked what I seen from OG, having that confidence to take some of those shots. And that's something we're going to need. There's going to be extra shots out on the floor this year, especially with Kyle being gone. Kyle loves to shoot the basketball, especially if he gets on a little streak there. Kyle has no problem taking, 10 or 15 or 20 shots in a game. So it's going to be nice to have, those basically 10, 15, 20 shots extra. Going to have to be spread around to the rest of the guys on the offense there. So I think OG is going to have a breakout year this year, you guys. I see him being, he could be pretty close to a 20-point per game guy for us this year, I think. So long as there's no injuries or anything like that. But I expect him to have a big-time season for us. He's, continue to progress and continue to grow every single season with the Raptors. I don't expect anything different from him this year. He's going to have more of a leadership role within the team this year. So I really think he's going to step up into that role and just be a dominant force out on the floor for us. Now we're getting into some rookies, you guys. Obviously, our 4th overall pick, Scottie Barnes. Absolute amazing first performance as a pro. 13 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists with 2 steals and 2 blocks. The fact that the guy was, oh so close to a triple-double in his first NBA action. Obviously, it's preseason, but nonetheless, the dude was just all over the floor, playing outstanding. The fact how fast he was running the floor, being able to get down underneath the basket for some of those easy dunks, or he'd get down there and he had 2 guys running after him, so he'd dish off to the open guy. I remember the one there, I believe Delano Banton slung it down to him in the paint, and then he kicked it out to Yuta for the running flush. Just outstanding ball movement and court vision from Scottie Barnes, the ultimate team player. So tenacious on the defensive end as well. You got to love to see it from a rookie. I think this guy's going to be an absolute steal in the draft. Especially because people are saying we should have went with Jalen Suggs, and then you go and take a look at how he performed in his first preseason action with Orlando, and it definitely was not as good as Barnes. Barnes is just an NBA-ready body, and he's got the mentality and the mindset of an NBA caliber player already, so he's going to be able to fit right in with the system right quick. He's going to be able to make an impact on the team very quickly from day one, and that's I think that's why Toronto Raptors decided to go with him right off the hop. And obviously he loves to be in Toronto, so that's obviously important as well. But just an outstanding performance from him. Delano Banton played really well as well. Obviously these 2 guys had a little bit of turnover issues, but that's to be expected for rookies. At least it's preseason, they get some time to clean up that issue. But Banton had a nice game as well with 6 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists with 1 steal and 2 blocks. So like I said, you guys, just every single guy so far that we've gone down on the list here has contributed on the defensive side of the ball, whether it be a block, a steal, just closing out on the 3-point balls. These guys just played phenomenal team defense. Hard-nosed, grimy grinders out there on the defensive side of the ball. And that's what you love to see, man. That's what Raptors basketball is all about. It's defense first. We know that defense can win championships, and defense fuels your offense. So it's always important to start with defense first, and that's exactly what the type of team that we've built here for this season and for the future. So it's super exciting, you guys. Svai Mikhailiuk had a great game as well. Got to see a little bit of what he's about here in the first preseason action. Ended up finishing the night with 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. I really liked what I seen from him, being able to bang down the 3-point shot, getting some offensive boards, making some plays, getting a few assists in the game. So overall, a nice performance from him. I think he's going to be a vital role player within the team this year. I expect him to be a big part of that bench unit going forward the rest of the season here. Just one of that veteran presence coming off the bench for us. I think he's going to have a real nice season here in Toronto for us this year. Our undrafted rookie, Justin Champagnie, outstanding performance from him coming off the bench with 17 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. I mean, just outstanding. No fear from this guy. This guy is absolutely fearless out on the floor. He's doing everything and anything to help out the team for the W. Confident from behind the three-point line, banging down some 3 balls. Was very good at getting on the offensive glass. Just scrappy, fighting for the ball all the time. Really liked what I seen from him. Obviously, he got a little more run times comparatively to other guys like David Johnson. So I would expect that that's because he's been doing so well probably in the practices. So they wanted to get him out on the floor and just see how he performed in some game time action. And if he keeps it up at this clip, man, he's going to earn one of those last spots on the roster. Obviously, I believe he's under a 2-way contract. But nonetheless, if he's playing stout on both sides of the ball like he did against Philly in that first game, I could see this guy being a definite role player within that bench unit for us. So really impressed from him. Yuta Watanabe had a phenomenal game as well, you guys. This guy looks like he's continued to improve from last year as well with 10 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and then 1 steal and 2 blocks. So really nice performance from him as well. We already kind of know what Yuta's about. We've seen him a little bit last season. Really liked how he played the game. Just working hard consistently throughout the entire game. And just one of those energizer guys, bringing some energy off the bench when he gets out on the floor, running the floor, making smart decisions with the basketball, playing hard-nosed defense, closing out on the three-point line consistently. So you got to love it, man. Just a great all-around performance from the team in the 123-107 victory. A couple player stats from Philadelphia. Drummond had 19 points, 14 boards, and 3 assists with 0 steals and 4 blocks. So pretty nice game from him. They really didn't have any guys that went off on their team. Drummond was probably the only guy. They had Tyrese Maxey, had 10 points, 1 rebound, and 3 assists with a steal. He had Curry there with 14 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, and 4 steals. And then they had Korkmaz with 13 points and 4 boards and 1 assist as well. But we were able to just really hold them down. They really were not able to get going on the offensive end. We held them to 41% field goal percentage, 23% from behind the arc, which is really nice. And we outboarded them 57-40, which is just insane, man. 57-40. I mean, that's almost doubling them up. Like, that's exactly what you want to see. Just gives us so many extra possessions with the basketball. Which is phenomenal job on our part, just boxing out on the defensive end and just being able to fight and scrap for those offensive boards. Another stat that we beat them pretty handily in was the assists for the total team. They had 19 assists total. We had 33, so dusted them up in that aspect as well. And forced them into 18 turnovers as well. So just a nice performance all around, you guys. We got another game coming up against Philly tomorrow. I think we got 2 or 3 more preseason games after that before we kick off our opening game against the Wizards on October 20th. Would love to get your guys' opinion in the comment section down below, man. How do you think we fared in our first preseason game? Who are you most excited to see grow and perform in the weeks to come here in the start of the NBA season? Would love to get your guys' opinion in the comment section down below. And once again, you guys, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and every video on my channel. Please go ahead and like this video if you like sporting content like this. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're looking for more sporting content like this in the near future. Appreciate all the support, man. And this is Nizzy with Nizzy Sports Chat signing off. Peace.